Hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for following me so far, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for watching my channel, and I hope you subscribe and enjoy my content. Today I just wanted to talk to y'all about myself, my channel, what I want to be doing, and I'm wearing black gloves because I decided I need to take care of this. I haven't been caring about my appearance for a long time, and this is really getting to me because like my hair was like my thing. I had to take some time to let it heal because I about destroyed it, and it has grown this much since I last lightened it and dyed it, which was in January. So it's not too bad. I've been trying to treat my hair, but today I'm going to be lightening my hair and lifting this hair collar out and revealing to you my secrets. But basically just like what I want for my channel. So let me get this stuff mixed and started, and then we'll chat. So with my channel, I really want to do a lot of cosplay. That's why I named it Chicapoo Cosplay, because Chicapoo was a nickname given to me by my high school best friend. I loved it. I adored it. I still adore it to this day. That's why I still use it to this day. So I named my channel Chicapoo Cosplay because of that nickname and my love for cosplay and the anime culture. That actually smells pretty good. I don't want my channel to be just about cosplay though, because I have a wide variety of interests and I've never really explored some of those interests, and some of that I've explored I've realized like, yeah, I don't really like them as much as I thought I would. Like becoming a teacher, I still kind of want to teach kids, but I really want to teach kids real life skills. I don't want to be just like a math teacher, or just a science teacher, or a music teacher, because that's what I really wanted to do, was be a music teacher, because I enjoyed high school band so much. It also unlocked my passion for music, and I think music helps kids learn better, like especially with math and science and stuff, which was another one of my favorite subjects. So I went to college for teaching and music, and some stuff got mixed up with my interests and my major, and I switched my major from music to teaching, or from teaching to music, I can't remember. It was weird. They told me to start with one, and then I had to switch to another because of what I wanted to do from the advice of another advisor. And some shit happened. I moved back to Ohio, dropped out of college, went to go take a leave of absence with the chance of returning, but that didn't work out, and ended up suffering a small mental breakdown from it, and I was having a hard time getting over it. Like, it took a couple of years, and I dated somebody who wasn't right for me, I guess. And I wasn't right for him. Like, things just went from being good to back to worse really fast. Sorry about the lighting. I need it more over here. And this is like the best angle I can get right now. So please excuse me about the lighting. So this channel I created was to help me get over my issues and reinvent myself for the better, because I am always trying to become a better person, you know, like for myself, for others, you know. I want to be a better person for the world, you know. So I definitely am always trying to be a better person, you know, because I wasn't the best person throughout my younger life, my childhood, my high school. And I never really realized how bad of a person or how terrible a person I was. And I never really realized how bad I had anxiety until I had this breakdown, and I've been finding out all this stuff and really realizing all this within the last couple of years. I've realized I've had more regrets than I've realized, and I go through these thoughts day by day about the shit that I've done through my past, and I know a lot of it might seem innocent as a young age, but it is stuck with me. It is really stuck with me. And I'm really trying to make up for innocence, you know? But I really want to do better. Let's try and see if I can get a better camera angle here. Okay, hopefully that's better. So, it's really hard to be better to yourself when you're angry with everything, or better to others when you're not good to yourself. I'm just winging this because I need to get this done so bad. So I am trying to go through another journey of finding myself, but being a better person again. And I really want to be successful in that. I refuse to let my anxiety and my depression get to me and hinder me from further doing the things that I love. I really wanted to start this YouTube channel years ago, and I never did. I never thought I would find myself as a successful person, but the honesty is that I never really tried because I had too much fear to try. And I don't know why I let that hold me back so long. I want to be successful, I want to do better, I want to set a good example in the world, especially for younger kids, because like what we teach them in their childhood is what they take with them through life, and that's how they're going to treat us when they're older, you know? Like whatever we teach kids, they're going to take with them into the future, and that's why the whole phrase is children are our future. Because it's true. I mean, I was a child once, and here I am in my late 20s, and I can't say I've done anything that great. Which is another reason for me finally stepping up to do my channel. I've got all these passions of things I want to do. Like, I would love to do urbex exploring, especially like in Japan. Haikyou. I love it. I love haunted things. Ghosts have surrounded me in my past. I love cemeteries, but I stay away from them because I lost so many family members in such a young age. It scared me, and it just surrounded me with death, and I was afraid of losing everyone I loved. I only have one grandparent left, and I never get to see her. She lives like 1,300 miles away. 12 to 1,300 miles away, yeah. And it saddens me, you know. Like, I love her so much, but I don't feel like I really know her. And I have been so selfish in the past that I haven't really given her the chance, or myself the chance, to try. You know, I don't like feeling selfish or like a bad person. I don't like wishing ill will on others. I don't like spreading anything but love, really, and kindness. And we all have our issues. Like, I'll admit I have some anger issues, but I don't want to let it control me, you know? But there's other things I also want to do. Like, I used to want to open up a school, you know, for kids, so that I could teach them not just music, but real life skills, like how to plant their food, how to grow a garden, how to cook for themselves, you know, maybe how to farm in case it happens, earth skills. They also, of course, have to learn, you know, basic academics, because you do definitely use math as you get older. It might not be the kind you think, but math taught to us really is used. It really also just depends on what career you take. I am so obsessed with Japan. It's one of my all-time favorite countries, you know, besides my own. I do love America. But I love culture. Culture and language have become passions of mine, especially after learning music. I took a class which was part of a history requirement in high school, and it was called World Cultures, and I learned, the main thing I took from me was Africa. Like, we had to learn all the countries of Africa and like the names of them. We had to memorize them. I had them all memorized perfectly too, and I found out that had awoken my passion for world cultures and other things. And that's when I got more into Japan, because when I first got into high school, I finally made some real friends, especially band members, and they taught me basically, you know, Xbox, anime, awesome video gaming, besides what I had already done. I used to be by myself, alone in my room, playing video games all night and then sleeping at school all day. That was my thing. But then I learned about Halo and DDR, which for those of you who don't know, it's Dance Revolution, and it is awesome. Especially if you love rhythm gaming, or if you're into dance, or just cardio workout, or trying to get into some shape while playing a video game and having fun. Dance Revolution is for you. And you really don't have to be that great to play. Like, I started out as a beginner, being so horrible, and fell in love with the game, bought it, learned how to play, and became better. And played with a bunch of my friends all the time. We went to the arcade all the time. I love the arcade. I don't care too much about my appearance half the time. I really want to change up my style more. Yeah, I definitely want to change up my style more and try more things. I love K-pop fashion and Japanese fashion. You know, the Harajuku style was pretty interesting to me. I did a cosplay once where I was a Harajuku fashion victim, and I really want to improve it and work on it more. I also wanted to do a Gangudo girl, which has a lot of cool, interesting history behind it. Might do another video on that. And then that brings me right back into my obsession with Japan. It has been like the #1 on my bucket list to visit Japan and its country in its entirety. History of the country, the culture, you know. It was pretty interesting to me. And the way they go about life in general has been very, very compelling to me. But I have studied the language. I'm not that great at it because I don't get enough practice and I don't study as hard as I should. But I have studied the language, taken 2 semesters of Japanese, have had minor conversation experience, you know, how to introduce myself professionally among others, you know, what not to say. Especially when you don't know people, you don't use slang in Japan. Studied some about their pop culture, some about the government, you know, the food, the diet. Fun fact, the Japanese government or cabinet is called the Diet. My books, I don't know if it's changed, I have some pretty old books. But it's the book's called What's What in Japan, Japanese Diet. And when I looked into it, it wasn't about food, it was about the government. And it's very similar to Great Britain's government. It was very hard to understand. Either way, I wanna hike, and really quick, this bothers me so much because Japan has been one of my favorite countries for so long. that I wanted to visit and explore, that the whole Logan Paul situation angers me to my core. Why would somebody go to another country and represent their country that they're from in such a poor way? Like, he made such a fool of himself that I felt he made all Americans look bad to Japan. Like, oh, just a bunch of tourists that if we keep it up, they might not allow tourists in their country because of shit like that. You don't go to another country and disrespect the people. You don't go to another country, disrespect the culture, you know, the shrines, the people. There are certain things that you should learn, because people experience culture shock, and when you go overseas and make a fool of yourself, you're making a fool of your entire country, and you're setting a poor representation of the people in this country. And people don't take the time out to think about others, and that, it bothers me, because people are very self-serving, and which is cool and all. Everybody should be happy, but I don't think people should harm others in the way of their happiness. It's not right, because I'm a firm believer in karma, and karma will come back to bite you. I'm a firm believer in the golden rule, and I like to try and treat people the way that I would want them to treat me, which is another thing that has made me reflect and realize how I'm not such a great of a person, and I need to do better. But that issue had bothered me so bad because Aokigahara, or the Suicide Forest, they're hard words to explain the forest, other than it's spooky, it's scary, it's sad, it's very sad. And it's got such a great history to it in general, being at the base of Mount Fuji, you know, and being grown on volcanic ash the way it is. What he did was so wrong, and I don't want one of my other favorite countries to look at us in a bad way, because I want to go there someday too. I would like to create a small documentary series or docu-series on the culture, the sites, you know. There's a cave that has been hand dug by a man. He wanted to build a hotel out on the side of a mountain, and he passed away before he could complete it. And he did this by himself for decades, a couple decades or so. I think he was 35 years he worked on that, just carving out rock to make a hotel, and he passed away and nobody's completed it. If it would have been completed, I think it would have been announced as another wonder of the world, because it was really that miraculous that someone would take the time out of their life just to carve in rock every day, all day, until their hands bled, you know. That's the kind of dedication that people have, the kind of mindset that I'm just like, wow, this country's pretty amazing in a sense, you know. I want to do a lot of other things too. I really want to lose weight. I want to work on art more. I want to definitely film more, work on my style, change up my style, you know. I like fashion, but I like fashion at cosplay, so I want to kind of do something like that, or nature-based. I love nature photography. I think I'm pretty good at it, or I should work on that more too. Like, there's so much that I want to do that I'm trying to find a motivation and a commitment to really do this without fear of feeling like I'm going to fail or let other people down or worry about what other people are going to think. That it used to be a big thing about my fear that I'm trying to get over, because I normally don't think about what other people think. I don't worry about what other people think about me usually, like personally, because if I cared that much, I would probably put more attention into my appearance. I think I'm cute, but I'm not that pretty, you know. I'm average, basic. I'm just boring. Like, in my head, I'm exciting and eccentric when I do the things that I want to do, or I want to do certain things. But when it comes down to actually doing them, I would rather go to bed and sleep because my anxiety gets so bad. It's wanting to, like, worrying about what I'm gonna wear, how I'm gonna look, like how long is it gonna take my makeup to do, you know. And eventually I just cancel all my plans because I am way too scared, or too, I don't know what the phrase is. My anxiety is so bad to the point where I just want to cancel my plans and say, fuck it, I'm going to bed. But I really have a commitment with this channel, and I know I'm only averaging about a video about every 2 weeks, but lately I've also been working nearly 6 days a week for the past 2-3 weeks now, so I'm trying hard. I do have some cool plans for y'all, and I really hope to get to work on those more in depth very soon, because I have a lot of ideas and I'm just trying to get over that fear. Like I said, I love cosplay and I want my channel to be about cosplay, so I want to do some things where we can work on some cosplay props together, you know. The costuming, I just got a sewing mannequin finally after about 10 years of bitching about wanting one, and don't know why I never purchased one for myself in the first place. Again, it's just one of those questions that I don't have answers to, other than I have no one to blame but myself for where I am. Mentally, physically, in life. All I can do, my only answer I really other have, besides I have no one to blame but myself, is I have to work to get out of the stupor, and I have to work to be successful. And if I let fear hold myself back, I'm never going to get anywhere, and I'm always going to be in that constant state of wonder and regret. I definitely have some pretty high goals, and I set several in certain ways to try and help myself. So I have my ultimate goals of where I want to be, and then I set goals backwards from that as to how I can get myself there. So it's like I have this major goal of having a million subscribers on YouTube within the next year or two, and to get to there I need to meet these other small goals that I'm trying to set for myself, as in like post more, like post once a week if not more, you know, try and have better investment into certain things so I can get myself to a better place. You know, I haven't always had the best money management. So I haven't always had the best money management, so I'm really trying to do better on that. I've been trying to keep a logbook of like my paychecks and what goes to what. Trying to be more in depth than just balancing a checkbook, you know, trying to stay on top of things, staying ahead of things. I definitely want to be a better vlogger, and I'm trying to learn editing a lot, so you'll definitely see me try different editing styles until I can settle on my own style, or if I just enjoy doing different styles so much, that's probably what's going to happen. I definitely look for influence from other YouTubers such as Casey Neistat. I love his vlogging style the best. Emma Chamberlain, a lot of people love her. She has a really good vlogging style. I also like Ryland Adams. His his YouTube channel, I love how he does his vlogging style, his weekly vlog. So I want to try and find my own on that, but I'm going to try and do different styles of editing so I can find my own. So please don't mock my channel in the future. I am learning this for myself and trying to find a way to develop to the image of those other YouTubers that I adore so much and look up to, you know. So to other YouTubers who are being like called out that they're copying somebody like Emma Chamberlain or anything, just give them a break, because they're probably just trying to learn, and it's not copyrighted as a style for somebody, so I don't know why people are yelling at them. Also, a lot of these filters and styles and transitions and everything are presets to whatever program you're using. So, for example, I'm using Wondershare for Mora, which they come with their own presets. iMovie comes with their own presets, which a lot of people use on Mac computers nowadays. I definitely want to get back into music more. I used to want to produce music and make music videos. It was a huge dream of mine because that's what I wanted to do within the music culture, within the music scene. I used to want to have this awesome cover band because I was obsessed with this anime at one point called Detroit Metal City. Go to DMC! And I wanted to create a band, but like an all-female version of that, who like straps up in leather and metal and lace and rocks on to crazy sexy music while torturing or beating, you know, with consent, of course, my capitalistic pig on stage. So for those of you who are familiar with Detroit Metal City, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's an anime. It's also been made into a live action film, which is really good. But I always thought that was a really cool image of a band, and it would be fun to have like an all-chick version of that. I love to sing. I can play several instruments, but I need to learn producing music because I would also like to try and do some fan vids and recreate some of my favorite music videos, but with my own idea of twist on them. But yeah, so I need to wash this out. Time's up, and I will be back. Okay, everybody, so I'm back. Here's the final results of my hair. It was really just a color removal. This is my natural hair. It's actually super lightened. The original color you saw in the beginning of the video was my natural hair color. But I used a developer with a color remover, and it lifts color out of your natural hair too and lightens your natural hair. But this is what it looked like. Originally my video was going to end with some discussion footage on Shane Dawson's docu-series of TanaCon, but for some reason I'm having issue pulling that footage from my camera. So hopefully I'll be able to have that up for you in a separate video later. But thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!